Yo, home varay. Yo, Jaroon, Bron, and G.
Hey everybody, we watched more Lex. Stop that. Most offensive episode ever. It was racist against Americans.
Again.
This is the second time.
Maybe we'll do it once a disc.
Did they really?
Maybe. Never know.
This episode is called White Trash.
Yeah, this is, in my opinion, one of the lesser episodes of Lex, but it was better on this viewing than it was years ago.
Yeah. So they find that there's this clan of inbreds that's been living on the Lex.
The Appalachian Chainsaw Massacre!
Eating random people that just happen to fall into Lex and die somehow.
Or there were people left in Lex and they'd imprisoned them, and,
Yeah.
before the Lex was stolen. Admittedly, the concept doesn't make much sense.
Kind of like living like the Sonny Bean family.
Yeah.
Or that family in Australia that was in the news last year.
Yeah. And the dad, I recognize him from something, but I don't know what from. I can't remember what he's from. He's like, "Yeah, what's your stuff?" That's what he sounds like. Everyone sounds
They're
like
rednecks. They're redneck cannibal inbreds.
That's a slur. My neck ain't red. It's a pleasant shade of peach. Or rose or something.
So basically,
Yeah.
they hijacked the Lex. They impolitely hijacked the Lex. And they're like, oh, take us to our town, y'all, our planet. Which is called Vermal. Because it sounds like vermin. Get it?
They
Get
blew
it?
up a planet with a donut.
They did. They blew up this planet. It has a ring like Saturn, but it has a hole in the middle. It was awesome.
Yeah, so it's like you got a ring outside a ring. So, yo, dog, I heard you like planetary rings. So I put a planetary ring inside your planetary ring.
I wonder, like, what's the collateral damage at the end of Lex? How many planets and how many billions of people by the end of the show?
Have been killed overall or by them? Because there's a bit of a difference.
By them. By them
Quite
direct.
a lot, but by everyone involved in Lex, entirety of one universe, most of the next.
Pretty much. But yeah, so they end up near this planet Vermal, and
It doesn't even look like a proper planet. It looks like a...
like lumpy swamp planet, which is basically what it is, quite honestly.
Yeah, it's like if the moon had random patches of green on it.
And hey, Stanley finally gets laid with the
Again.
creepy. No, last week's didn't count because last week's was creepy and rapey.
It wasn't just rapey, it was rape.
This one was more consensual if it was creepy.
Yeah.
So the paw of the family's like, you done been with my daughter, I'm gonna kill you, and
Because I gotta have sex with my daughter.
yeah, because they got a whole weird incest thing going on there. And so he's like, no, I love her. And he's like, well, you're going to come one of the family, and that means as the head of the clan, your ship is mine. He's like, actually. So while this is going on, Zev is desperately trying to get with the older teenage boy.
It looks like David Arquette.
Does really.
It's David Arquette, but a hillbilly.
So they go down to the planet to party, and from what I can tell, there are no women on this planet, only redneck men and boys.
In the party, it's like the planet of people who are double acting. Because you had the leader of the guys on the planet is the guy who plays Paw.
Yeah,
and one of
because
his
they're cousins.
and one of his sidekicks is played by
They're
Kai.
cousins. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I was like, he's got a tat. She's like, guess who that is? And I was like, I don't know.
And I was like, it's Michael McManus. He plays Kai.
Except I
He's got a
didn't.
look at his blonde wig and a blonde fake mustache and a cowboy hat.
Eagle scream.
Everyone else has got like these, sort of like fisherman
Everyone,
hats.
yeah,
Whatever.
everyone's wearing overalls, and it's,
Yeah, but Michael McManus guy is the only one to have a proper cowboy hat. Everyone else has fisherman hats. He's like, I'm special because I'm Kai, yo.
So there's a little boy with them who hotwires 790, and 790's like, I really think we should wake Kai. This really does not look good. And he's like, well, then you have to help me with something. And 790's like, yeah, sure, whatever, anything to save Zev. And he's like, get to help me fix the charger. Or great, what's that? It's on my planet. Don't worry, you'll see. So they wake up Kai. The three of them go down to the planet. And then the charger turns out to
The
be...
boy's really smart.
Yeah. The charger turns out to be a one-man spaceship that had crashed on the planet. We find out that it crashed there a while ago, and the boy's mother, who was also married to Pa, and who was Sissy's mother,
And David Arquette.
went berry-picking, and I slept with this guy, and had the boy. And when the dad found out about it, when Pa found out, he killed both the spaceman and Ma. And so the little boy, Sissy told him who he came from. So he's apparently been working to get this ship up and running to go back to the planet his father came from, which is really cool, actually. It was a cool little subplot. And so Nani's like, I'm not helping you, I lied. And Zev was like, did you make a deal?
No,
Yes.
Kai said that.
Kai's like, did you make a deal? Yes. Well, too bad. You have to honor it.
And then he's like, God fucking damn it!
Yeah, so they sort that out, and so Junior is not too bright.
Yeah, David Arquette.
Little blonde guy. So he gets roped up by his cousin and fed to the mine critters.
Because he got told he shouldn't go down to the planet, but he decides
And
to
he
go away
went
to have a
away.
party, and the first thing they do when they see him is capture him and execute him.
Yep. And so
Apparently there's a Hatfield and McCoy thing going on.
Yep. So everybody's gonna rape Zev.
Like
And
40 guys.
literally, she's like, I'm part cluster lizard, and I was like, do the cluster lizard noise, but she didn't.
I have not seen so many Canadians and Germans at the same time trying to be Appalachians. It's amazing.
Racist against Americans. So at the last minute, Kai swoops in and saves her, and they are headed back up to the Lex. And so Pa is still up in the Lex, is so angry that his son is now killed, and he's like, blow up the planet.
Because he murdered his daughter.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part. Yeah,
Oh,
he
I
gets-
didn't do anything.
he gets
Oh.
into it with his daughter, and he shoves her off the deck. And
Given that Jiggerata survived that fall, and I don't think Jiggerata is technically a different species, but she might be, or genetically engineered or something. But there's a slight chance that she survived the fall.
yeah, she might be in another episode or something like that.
She's not, but in universe she might have survived. Unlikely though. The assassin from Love Liner didn't survive.
True. But yeah, so Stan's like, you can't blow up the planet. Your little boy is down there. He's the only family you have. And so right then the little boy makes contact, and he's like, basically, you're too dumb to figure out. I'm not your son. I'm the son of the spaceman. And now I'm going back to my father's planet, and you're an asshole.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. So he's like, blow up the planet, and he forces Stan to blow up the planet. But fortunately, right before that, he's hesitating, and then he sees Kai's ship coming back. So he's like, okay, Kai's 790, okay. And he's like, alright, fine, let's blow up the planet. And the little boy gets the ship running, so he escapes too, which is great. So everyone gets back, and Pa starts to run away, and they chase him. He doubles back to the bridge where Laika eats him, which is fitting, I think. And the little boy goes off to find his father's planet, and Mantrin's arms get to eat no one this
I
episode.
don't think it's fitting because he had a more pleasurable death than either of his children.
He still got eaten.
Yeah, but he should have the terror of a fall to the death or being eaten face first by little monsters. Those are both worse deaths than Laika would give. Laika gives you your greatest pleasure, and then you get eaten.
Yeah, well, that's true. Maybe he saw Potato Ho, and it was the promised land to him.
And I've seen the guy.
And maybe he wakes up with Missy, and she's like, "Welcome to Potato Ho, the promised land." Oh no, fan fiction.
I've seen I've seen the guy who plays Paul in other things, and I can't remember right now what I saw him in.
Something.
Yeah, probably something to do with Paul Donovan. He definitely wasn't in Siege, though. That would have been awesome.
Something Canadian. But yeah, Germans, British, and Canadians. That's 2 episodes now. Racist against Americans. Thanks so much. Do we get to see ones in a bed against Germany and Canada? Oh, I've got to go play hockey, It's all about the hockey, right?
They do an entire episode in season 4 set on Nova Scotia. Well, they go to this, and it's like, hello, we got rural Ireland in Canada for some reason, and they have, Father Jack from Father Ted's there.
Was it actually shot in Nova Scotia, or was it shot in Ireland?
No, it's shot in Nova Scotia.
Mm,
Because Lexx is based in Nova Scotia. Their home base is
I didn't know
Halifax.
that.
Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Halifax is where fish comes from.
And Halifax, that's also the city that Siege takes place in.
Oh.
Yeah. And they were based in Salter Street. Now, there's a Salter Street in the films. Okay, Paul Donovan's first production company was called Salter Productions. Then he later sold that and started Salter Street Productions because this is where they were based.
Oh, okay.
And Lexx was done by Salter Street Productions, and so was actually Bowling for Columbine.
Oh.
And later on, Salter Street Productions were bought by someone else. But when I went to university in Stafford, there was a street called Salter Street. So I was always like, ha ha, Lexx reference. Doo-doo-doo.
Because, of course, it's what they thought of in Stafford when they named it in, 1739.
Oh yeah, I was just amused because I liked Lexx. I still do. And coming up, we have 791, one of my favorite episodes to show new people.
Spawn.
It's going to be, this one I love to show new people just to see if they could handle Lexx. This is the Alien parody with rape.
Trigger warning.
Wake the Dead, which has his Divine Shadow zombies and a lesbian trying to have sex with Zev.
Oh, okay.
Nook, this is the one with the...
Well, they all get e-reader tablets? Nook by Barnes & Noble. Bing.
No. This is one like a religious order of monks who have...
They have Kindles instead?
No, they clone themselves. And one of them's in love with Stan. And everyone else is like, "Oh, Brother Zev, your shape is interesting and very most pleasing. I'm very interested in knowing you." Because they've never come across a woman before.
They want to know her biblically, I think.
Mm-hmm. And then there's Norb.
Norb.
Because Norb's the name of the little boy and his father.
The son of a spaceman.
The direct sequel to White Trash, Norb is.
Is it now?
Mm-hmm.
It was very Hibernian of you. It's a direct sequel, so you'll find. Everyone says it over here. Like, they'll, say something and then they'll quantify it. Like, it's a nice day outside, so it is. Or, he's a good man, so you'll find. I'm like, I know you already told me the statement. But they have, it's like no one, they have to say it twice or you're not going to believe them. You're like, it's a nice day? Yes, it's a nice day. I don't believe you. So it is. Yeah, alright, yeah, I'll go with that.
Well, remember, we had explained to us that that's based on Englishizing Irish.
Hibernian English.
Yeah, where Irish does its terms in a different order than English, but they're using the Irish order in English.
I always ask, what's the crack today? And I was like, yeah, it's alright.
But then afterwards they go, "Oh no, American! Now people are going to assume I'm doing crack cocaine."
No, it was pal downstairs.
Who did I say?
John? One of Neil's friends. The guy with the beard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I was playing Minecraft with that one time. So I responded in the correct way.
You're becoming Northern Irish?
No, I can't crack well. I have improper crack. What's wrong with you? I think I broke her.
You can't crack well. That's not how you use it.
I'm my own dance.
Dennisher. Water.
Water is the best thing. If you want a bottle of water, you can always buy some at the shop.
Yins.
No, I don't say yins. That's a Pittsburgh thing.
Yins.
I don't say yins. I don't. I say 50 and 15. And if you have a nickel and a dime, it's 15 cents. If you have 2 quarters, it's 15 cents. It's 15 minutes till the hour's quarter till. It's 15 minutes past the hour's quarter after.
Okay.
In Philly, that's the way. And then we'll all go down the shore and play in the water. Amen.
Okay.
That's the end.
So, what did you think of this episode?
It was alright.
Was it better than the last one?
Yes, because there was a lot less rape.
Well, this is your calm in the eye of the storm because there's more rape in the next one.
Also, Stan got lucky, even though it was with, the gross incest girl, but still, I guess it's something.
Plus, by the end of this, they're being friends closer to the end.
That's true. Everyone was like, well,
yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, usually it's last 30 seconds they're friends,
yeah.
And then they're enemies
everyone's
again.
kind of like, well, whatever.
And this one is 3
Although,
minutes
I
of
do want to
friendship.
say that a lot of times, Stanley's like, I'm not so sure that we should engage in the adventure because it will end poorly for us. And Zev's always like, oh, come on, Stanley, let's get into it. And 790's like, yeah, Stan. And then he's like, fine. And then everyone almost dies. And then 790's like, this is all your fault. And he's like, but no.
And this one, Stan was smart enough to stay in the Lexx.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he knew that there was a cannibal on board, and so he probably shouldn't
Although
have.
he remembered Leica was there. He's like, Leica, wake up. And she's like, nah.
I want to use you as my personal, assassin. Useful.
Well, she would want to, because he said, we have food for you. And he wasn't lying.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I liked it, except for the racist against Americans part. Just saying. What do you mean, oh? Shut up. I'm British. I'm gonna drink some tea. I'm gonna invade India. Mm-hmm. President Obama can beat up the Queen anytime.
You should show them your tattoo.
No, I'm not gonna show them my tattoo.
Oh. You'll see your tattoo at some point.
It's all gross right now. Yeah, besides it's I have to take the shirt off, so there you go.
Yeah.
So that's it from us. Stay tuned for next time.
It's right here, it's cool.
It's right there. We'll do something really spectacular. Trigger warning, rape possible. Okay. Done now. Stop. Done now. We're done.